Hello friends, welcome back to automation testing insider.com. This is Selenium WebDriver part 57, and in the last video we have seen how to handle dynamic web table in Selenium part A, and this is part B. Okay, where we'll discuss about the remaining topics. So let me just recap what we have done so far. So in the last video we have seen what is a web table. Okay, we have seen couple of definitions of web table, and we have already discussed about the basic structure of web table. We have seen the example as well, and we discussed a couple of tables, static table and dynamic table. Okay, and these are the questions which we talked about in the last video, and we have already gone through the 5 questions out of 10 questions. Okay, related to web table. Okay, like how to get the table headers, count number of rows and columns in web table, get the value from particular column with respect to given data. Okay, get the value from a particular column, cell or cell value with respect to given data. Okay, and some conditional question like get all the employee names whose age is greater than 40 years. So these are the different questions we have already seen, like how to print the last row in web table. So these 5 questions we have seen in the last video, and today we'll see the remaining questions like get particular cell value, how we can get this, and get the particular cell value using custom method. Okay, and another question is how to get the entire table data, how to get the particular column, and how to retrieve more than one column. So these are different questions, and let's discuss about these questions, guys. So as you have seen in the last video, we have already created the program for web table. So in this my project, in this practice one, we have a package called webtable where we have two classes, webtable base class and a webtable demo. So this webtable demo is my test class where I have written all the test cases. Here we can see this @test annotation, and I have prioritized my test cases as well. I have given the priority 1 and the description like get the table headers. So all the test cases are listed here. Okay, and in this base class we have setup method. Here you can see to launch the browser. Okay, to launch the browser and navigate to the seleniumeasy.com. Okay, and we have some particular test data corresponding to some of the test cases. So here we have some test data as well. Okay, and since my test class is extending the base class, so this class will access all the properties from base class. Okay, so that's why I have written like webtable demo extends webtable base class. So let's get started the remaining questions today. So fourth, this is the fifth test case, and this is the sixth test case. Okay, so sixth one is how to get the particular cell value. So my table is already open here, seleniumeasy.com, and suppose I want to get this particular data, Wagner. So how to get this? Okay, so how to get this? So let me just inspect this first, and here you can see we can navigate from table and then t-body. Okay, t-body and then tr and td. This is how we can navigate here. So let me just write the x path for this table and then t-body, and we have tr tag and td. Okay, so here you can see 1 of 60, all 60. There are 6 columns and 10 rows in this web table, right? So all, by writing this x path, we get all 60 web elements. Okay, but I want this particular data, Wagner. So this is on 5th position, right? First, second, third, fourth, 5th row. So tr is nothing but a row, so we'll write simply tr in bracket, we'll write 5. So here we go, we got the 5th column, sorry, 5th row, and td is nothing but the column. So what is the column? This is the first column. Okay, so here you can see 1 of 1. So we got this x path. But guys, this XPath will work only when we have columns and rows are fixed for our web table. Okay, this is, and then only it will work, because tomorrow this data may come on 6th position or 7th or any other position, right? So we don't know. So that's why it may not work for in other cases. So if I come back to this test case, get particular cell value, so which I have written in this test case. Okay, web element storing this column value, okay, in web element, and driver dot find element by dot xpath. We have seen already this xpath string in the last video. So this is available in my base class. Okay, so simply I have written here. So yesterday, I mean earlier, we have gone we have written like this id, but since we have only one table, so directly we can write like this. We can search for table, we can write the xpath like this. So this is constant, guys. I mean and after that the xpath may change, so that's why I have stored in base class this xpath string. So this is how we can concatenate, okay, in the xpath, in the form of string. Directly we cannot write like this, so we need to separator using plus sign, okay, and we can write like xpath string. And simply after that we have tbody slash tr, and again we have two dynamic variables here, row number and column number. So instead of hard coding like this 5 and 1, I am passing these row number and column number from base class. So here you can see this is 6th case, right? So here you can see row number and column number from base class we are passing. So again we can concatenate like this, concatenate using plus operator here, also the same thing. Okay, and then we'll get the text of that particular cell value and we'll print it, okay, by this print statement. So this is very simple, but just remember that this may not work for dynamic table. This particular test case is for static table. Okay, and if you know already, then you can pass the row number and column number like this. But I'll show you how you can search any particular test data as well. I'll write the xpath for this. Okay, but before that, let me just run this. Okay, and then we'll see how to write the xpath for this one, for dynamic table. So let me just run this test case. So we can go to this testng.xml which we have created already, and in this particular test class WebTable demo we have included all the methods, okay, all the test methods, but I want only the 6th one. So what we'll do, we'll comment the first 5 test cases, add comment like this, and remaining 4 as well. Okay, so we have only one test case. You can use keyword you can use the word exclude as well, okay, instead of include, but simply I'm commenting this for now. So we have only one test method enabled. So let me just run this. So ideally this should print, we are navigating to the row number 2nd and 3rd column. Okay, so what is the row? This is the 2nd row and 3rd column, so London should print. This test case should print London. So let me just run this. Sorry, run it from here, not, I should run it from testng.xml. So run as testng suite, otherwise it would have run all the test cases. Okay, so my test case got executed successfully. So here you can see retrieve cell value providing row and column number and cell value London. So this is about test case number 6. Okay, and 7 is similar, get the cell value by custom method. So here what I'm doing, I'm calling a method which is available in base class get column value. So if you go to this method, so it takes two parameters. I have created a custom method, get column value. Okay, so int row, int column, and simply uh, this is the same x path which we have written for previous test case. Okay, so here row number and column number. Okay, we are providing from this parameter row and column, and all will be the same. And simply we are returning this the using get text method, the string of this particular web element. And this is yeah, this is returning string. And simply we are calling this method in this inside this print statement. So this should print uh, we are passing 3 and 3, so it should print Tokyo. Okay, so let's have a look. Now this time what I'll do, I'll uncomment this test case and I'll put it over here. So now I have two test cases. Okay, so let me just clear the results and then I will rerun it, this program again from TestNG XML, run as TestNG suite. Now second test case is running. So both the test cases got passed, and here you can see the first value is London and the second one is Tokyo. So this is how you can pass the row number and column number from the base class, and you can retrieve the data. Okay, now how do you get this how to write the test case for web table, I mean dynamic web table. Okay, how to write the X path. So let's say I want to print, I want to get this one. So how to write that one? So simply remove the 5 from here and 1 from here, and we can write like we can use contains method, and inside that we'll search for the text. And what is the text? We have Wagner. So here you can see we got 1 of 1. So this is how you can search. And let's say any other element London, so probably this may give 2 records. We have 2 London. Okay, any particular also you can get this particular data. This is how you can get. Okay, and you can use the following sibling following using XPath access. You can iterate the whole table. Okay, so XPath access already I have covered in at the beginning. You can go through the XPath access okay tutorial. Now let's talk about the eighth test case, how to get the table data, entire table data. Okay, so we have a number of rows. Okay, already we have written the X path. So how to get the rows, all the rows and columns? So here you can see this entire table data, right? By writing this kind of X path we'll get all the table data. Okay, but what I have written, I'll show you just what is the logic I have implemented. So we'll iterate row wise, right? So here I have I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to r dot size. So r is nothing but our row number, okay, which I have given here. Driver dot find element by dot x path. So how to get the rows, sorry, this is the rows, right? So how to get all the rows? By writing like this is the X path. So we have 10 rows. Here you can see which I have written over here. So we'll iterate our for loop 10 times. Okay, 10 times, 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9 and 10 till here. So this is what I have written, the outer loop for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to r dot size, and I plus plus. And inside that we'll navigate like this. First we'll print this and this, like this, and then the second row. So what is the column value? So column, how many columns we have? We have 6 columns, right? So this is what we get the column values. So this is for column. So simply if you put, let's say, copy paste this one, and if you put it over here, you will get the number of columns. Here you can see nothing but the headers. So we have 6 columns. Here you can see 1 of 6. Okay, so this is what I have written in this for loop. J is less than or equal to c dot size and j plus plus. So now we'll get the will pass I and j value in the x path. Okay, so we'll start from here for this particular element. So how to write the x path for this one? Simply just inspect this, and instead of t head, t body should be there, and this should be 1 and td, like this. Okay, so here we got 1 of 1. Okay, and the same x path is written over here. Okay, and we are getting the value using text method. And once this for loop is over, and then again the value becomes of I mean it will become 2. Okay, so what it does, let me just show you here. So right now 1 of 1, so we'll get one value, and the value of j will become 2, so it will get the second data. So like that it will get the third data, fourth, fifth, and then once it becomes j is equal to 6. Okay, and then it will come out from this second for loop, and it will, the value of I becomes 2. So this is how it will iterate every rows in this web table. Okay, so let's print this, let's run the program again for this test case, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so now this time I'll uncomment this particular test case. 1 second. And yeah, this is done. So we have 3 test cases enabled. Okay, so it will execute the test cases for 3 test methods. Okay, so let me just rerun the program, run as TestNG suite. First test case got executed. Now it will run the second test case. Now it will get the third test case, and here you can see it will print one by one all the values of entire table. Now we can see the results here. This is the test case, third test case. You can see it prints all the, retrieve all the table data like this. So this is how you can get the entire table data. Now what is the next test case? Get particular column. Okay, so how to get particular column? So simply what we'll do, we no need of the next another for loop, right? We need only one for loop. We'll iterate, we'll point out, we'll get the particular column number, and then we'll simply will iterate, we'll get the values by iterating the rows. Okay, so this is what I have done here. So we have this outer loop, I mean we have used here only single loop here. So I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to r dot size, here till will get will run till it becomes or equal to this row size. Okay, which is 10, and then we are incrementing by 1 every time. So here you can see we are locating x path string, t body, tr, and we used same x path. Okay, but instead of this one, instead of making this dynamic, we are fixing this the value of this column number. Okay, get column number. So we are passing the get column number from base class. So here you can see test get number 9, and this is the data for we want the data for column number 2, like this one. Let's see, I want column number 1 only. Okay, now we'll run this program. So this program is very simple, guys. We use the same kind of x path. Only difference from the previous case is we are fixing the column number, and we are passing the column number from base class. Okay, so let's run this. We'll exclude and we'll put it over here. Now this time 4 test cases will be executed. Let's run this. Run as TestNG suite. I think all done. Let me see the result. Here you can see get particular column. So this is the first column it is printing, because we have passed value 1 from base class. Okay, get column number 1. If you want to print second column, then you can get the second column as well. Now let me just uncomment the previous 4 as well. Let's command the entire like this. Once again, those are already commented. These 3. Okay, now it will include it will run only this test case, and we should get the this time second column, this one position 1. Okay, so let's rerun this again. Only one test case will be executed. Browser is launched. It will navigate to seleniumeasy.com, and it will close the browser after executing the test case. So here you can see get particular column. So we got the second column, which is position. So it prints all the position over here. Okay, so this is how you can get the particular column. Now the last test case is retrieve more than one column. So suppose I want with name, I want position or office. Okay, I want, let's say I want all the employee names and position and office as well. Okay, so 3 columns I want. So how to do that? So simply auto loop is for iterating the rows. Okay, and second one is number of columns. We'll iterate this inner loop by providing number of columns. So let's say I'm providing 3, so I'll iterate 3 times, and it will print the data like this. First it will print this and the position and San Francisco, and it will come over here. It will come out from this loop, and I will become 2, and it will print from second row like this. So, and this number of columns I'm passing this value from test case number 10, from base class. Okay, so let's say I want 3 columns only. Okay, I want 3 columns only, so it will print a name, position and office only. So let's do that. So I'll do one thing, I'll comment this as well. And I'll put it like this. Now we have only one test case, the last test case, retrieve more than one column. So let's run our suite, run as TestNG suite. Now it should get three columns, first three columns. So here you can see this is the employee name, position and office, right? So we have this name is the position and this is the location. So like that we got all the test data, uh, table data. So these are the different questions guys we have discussed, okay, and these are really important questions, and you can apply the same logic for different table as well. I'm not talking about this particular table, okay. You can get some more dynamic web table and you can apply the same logic over there, and you can create you can pass the data like I have passed from base class in the similar way, okay. So but these test cases are so dynamic, it will applicable for all the web tables, okay. Simply you need to change few things here and there, and then it should applicable for all the tables. And I have already provided the source code of this particular session related to dynamic web table in my blog. So if you go to Automation Testing Insider and just navigate to Selenium tutorial, and here you can see you will get all the notes here, all the post, okay. And what is not coming here? How to page? Let me just refresh it. Web table already have provided guys. One second, why it is not coming? Let me look the home page. Yeah, this is dynamic web table. I think I have not included in this particular tab. So here you can see handle dynamic web table in Selenium. So here I have provided this is the base class, and here we have the test class as well. So you can refer the source code, and you can implement in your project or any other web table. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe it, and please like this video and share among your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.